to No Sleep Sleepover. Man, we must have been sleeping for a long time. Welcome back. I'm Logan, along with Matt, and it's been a while.
Mhm. Yeah, we took a unintentional, but I don't want to say like much needed, but life happens, and
hmm
sometimes the fun things you want to do, you got to put on the back burner. So, catch me up. What's been going on the last month since I've seen you?
Well, I turned 25,
Yay.
so I'm a big old adult now.
Okay. I
Um,
do remember texting you happy birthday. I think I did that. I'm really bad at
you
that.
did.
But okay, good.
You
Good.
called me Bush because you meant to say Bish. You said happy birthday, Bush,
This
and I
bush
said,
is 25.
thank you, Bush.
Oh my god, that's so inappropriate in so many ways.
I'm
But
like, ooh, thank
happy
you.
birthday! It's
So,
it's your burning bush, 25. But
oh boy, wow.
oh,
So yeah, so I turned
we're back.
25, and that was fun. And I mean, I didn't do much. I got lunch and everything, and had a couple friends over just to chill. But
Yeah.
and then the major thing has been work. So basically, it snowed every single week, like pretty bad snow. And so uh, for one of the big snowstorms, my work got me a hotel room, and I had to work like extra hours and like help with all this like storm coverage and everything. And so yeah, it's been a month, and like every time I'd be like, okay, like I'm gonna text Matt, we're gonna figure stuff out. Something else would just pop up, and it just became like it's this is like we said when we started this 10 episodes ago. I think we're not very far in. This is a fun thing to do, and so it's hard to do it when like life is happening.
Yeah.
What about you?
It's
What's been going
funny.
on?
It's funny that your work paid for a hotel room because many people from my work asked and got laughed at, literally laughed at.
Ooh,
So I'm glad that you work at a good workplace that cares about your driving in the middle of a 4 foot
really bad.
blizzard.
Yeah.
Um, well, I think why I got busy. I know you were busy, but I too became busy. I was
Oh yeah.
asked for a big dream of mine got fulfilled. I've been really wanting to teach college, and out of the blue, a college, my alma mater, asked me last second to fill in, and legitimately like asked me the day before the class began. So I'm still playing catch up, because
hmm
I had no prep time. I really had to like
Yeah.
make it up on the fly and just kind of get into it, and it's been going great. The students are awesome. I'm having fun. I'm learning, they're learning, we're creating. It's digital media, which is like my specialty. So,
hmm
and they've already invited me to teach in the fall. So I'm really
Which is
excited.
so exciting.
I know. It's like where I want to be. That's like where my future is. Like I want to do more teaching. And other teaching, I've been teaching this LGBT teen art group for Lake Erie Inc. And that's been going great. And I've only done 2 sessions with them, but I'm teaching a cohort through the Center of Arts Inspired Learning down at Tri-C. And so it's a digital media meets social justice program. So I've really loved these opportunities. I've been really happy and like bubbly and feeling like myself, which I
Yeah.
part of me hasn't been feeling like that for a while now. So yeah, it's definitely been going good. But yeah, busy because it's like trying to get my stuff together and pretend or at least seem like I know what I'm doing. But
But you see, people like you are the worst kind of people because you say stuff like that. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. But then you act like you know what you're doing, and like that tricks people like me. And I'm like, oh
mhm.
my gosh. I look at him and he knows what he's got everything together. And it just like my life, not like that at all. So
Well,
kudos to you for pretending.
have you ever heard of the imposter syndrome?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so for those who, let me do a quick like recap. It's basically like this syndrome that a lot of like women, people of color, LGBT, like people who, are in a position of power where they might be considered second class compared to, the white cisgendered man, right? It's this idea that like we underestimate our skill sets and that we
hmm
feel kind of like we don't belong, even though you look at your academic, your professional background, like your personal, whatever, and
And
it's
like
like no,
I
no, no,
worked
you
hard.
do
hmm
belong.
hmm Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Like, yeah, no,
Oh,
I
no, no.
totally get what you're saying because it's like, yeah, I worked hard to like be where I am. I know that I deserve it, but even then I'm like, well, I'm not doing much, like I just did what I'm supposed to do and like, but it's like, no, yeah, so I totally, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, and
But
it's even weird too. Like someone today asked me, oh, like what kind of art do you do, or do you consider yourself an artist? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm an artist, but like, I immediately thought of people who like to me are really artists and how I'm not
hmm
that. And so like,
yeah.
I don't know, it's such a like as much as it's easy to say don't do it, right? But it's just harder to like get in that mindset. And I've been challenging myself, I've been like applying for things that like I think old me would have been like, oh, I'm not really qualified for that. And I'm like, you know what? Like,
hmm
screw it. Like, there's people who totally are unqualified and have positions or jobs or titles or opportunities. And I'm like, so even if I'm only half qualified or,
Yeah.
3/4 qualified, like, why not take that risk? Right. So,
And the great thing is that ultimately that's not like your decision to figure out if you're
mhm.
qualified. That's like someone else's decision. So like put that on them. Like make them make that decision because like, they might be like, "Oh, this is exactly what we're looking for." And then boom, look at you. How exciting. So yeah, so we took a month off, which is rough. So we're recording this episode, which is going to come out today, right?
Yeah, I think why not? Let's do a
And then
Beyonce and just surprise drop it on people.
And then we did record an episode a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
So we're gonna release that next week then, just in case it's kind of like, I don't know. Because I did we did the whole like, I'm gonna surprise Matt with my new hair. And so I have this hair color now. And then the next episode, I'm like, you've never seen me like this.
Yeah.
So
I thought about releasing it, but I was like, I felt like we needed the context of like, we've
mhm.
been gone. So like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
We
That's
took a
why
break.
we took siesta. But now, if you think about it, the good news is we can work like a week ahead. So we
I
have a
know.
buffer
I
for
was
if
thinking
we
about that.
if things
If we
get
ever
busy
run into this
again, like
again.
oh. But
I
no,
don't
we'll
know
try
about
not
in
to.
your life. I had a couple people who are like, "Yeah, I haven't heard a new podcast lately." And I'm like, "Yeah, life happens."
Yeah, well, and another thing too is like this shows like the Libra in me. I kind of consider you the train conductor and I'm the
Yes.
person shoveling the coal. And so for a while I was like, no, Logan will tell me. Like
No.
like I'm just gonna sit here like patiently
Oh
like
wait.
shoveling the coal. Logan will tell me when
I
like the train's moving. So that's why I was like, you know what? It's been a while. Let me just kind of get a
I
feel for like
know.
where she's at. So
I just I'm so bad because I'm like if something's not in front of me and like handed to me, I'm like, "Oh, it doesn't exist." Like object permanence not like it's just like it's so bad because I'm like, "Oh shoot, like I remember that, like I need to think of a topic. I need to like, work with it. I need to text Matt and then like something else happens and I'm like, what was I supposed to do?" And it's so bad.
yeah.
So we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep keep this train moving.
Choo choo.
Woohoo! And so we want to keep it fun. We want to keep it light. But I do think that we need to touch on what's going on in the world briefly. The date right now is February 28th. Um, Last week, Russia, like, which is such a harsh turn, but last week, Russia invaded Ukraine. And there's a lot happening there. It's very sad and I feel like it's insensitive to just not touch on like
Yeah.
touch on that topic.
Yeah.
um you were saying that you were really feeling affected by what's going on. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, let me put a precursor. A lot of the content that I do is fun.
hmm
I try and leave a lot of, I mean, as ironic as this is, because like you know me, it's very like I'm very political. I'm very um justice oriented. But these kind of pieces, I really do try and just like it's a fun party. It's a no sleep sleepover. But
hmm
yeah, no, this was really heartbreaking. Um, and what makes it more heartbreaking is that like this is, a big deal obviously, but this is like a repetitive theme. And like I wrote a poem because I've been doing a lot of poetry writing for the teens lately, so I've been writing a lot of poetry, and it's just this idea of like I'm really tired of hearing like it's 2022 and this shouldn't be happening. And like the truth is like, but it's always been happening, it's still
hmm
happening. Like like you'd think that we were past these kind of things, but I don't know, man. It makes me very, I don't know. I think as an artist, as an overthinker, as a millennial Z cusp or whatever I am, like I don't know. I think like this. this dreading existentialism is not new, but like it really, I don't know, it just really
Mm-hmm.
sucks, and it just doesn't feel like people are doing enough. Like the sanctions, like
Yeah.
I don't know, like, but what do you do? I mean, if you really like
Exactly.
try
Yeah.
and force a war, then like shoot, like more people will die. But um I don't know, I'm really curious like what's going on with like Russians. Like I know a lot of Russians are protesting right now, and
Mm-hmm.
like do they even know the truth of what's happening? um and I hope that people are, getting, safely evacuated, and aren't left to, and I've heard, I mean, we've heard these
Mm-hmm.
horror stories, I mean, like the apartment complex. So yeah, anywho, no, prayers, thoughts with Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to figure out like what can we do as, you know two Midwestern Americans, like
Yeah.
what can we do?
It's yeah.
And I think it's just, continuing to show support, and I don't know, hopefully there's some kind of accountability that we can be a part of. But uh, yeah, not easy, not
It's
easy.
yeah, it's just rough because it's like again, like you want to believe like, oh my God, we've never seen anything like this before, but it's like this happens and like it sucks and you want to, like you said, you want to show support and it's just like, I mean, I know one small way is like um there's like the Russian approved or Russian brand vodkas or something. They have
Mhm,
like they're like I think there's like a sticker on it that says it's like Russian made. So it's like don't buy stuff like that. Maybe like support local Ukrainian restaurants and stuff.
mhm,
It's little stuff and it's not going to affect much, but it's you can ask them how they're doing, like in the restaurant and stuff and say like, "Hey,
mhm,
like I'm just, if you guys have family over there, like thinking about you guys." It's so hard to ignore. And I think
mhm,
it's not ignorant to ignore it, because I know that people, you know, can't focus on heavy stuff consistently in their life. And so I don't know what other people are like consuming news wise, but like,
mhm.
yeah, I think it's important to, touch on stuff like this. It's like if this
Yeah.
was like 3 months into COVID and we were just like, hey, let's not talk about it. It's
Yeah.
just like, it's happening. This is what's going on.
It is
So,
crazy to think about. Like, I think we are constantly swarmed with bad news, and I don't think generations before us were as much. I don't know. I'm curious, like mentally, like
yeah.
how where we've changed because like of this
Hmm.
access to,
Yes.
seeing and reading and listening to bad news. So
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's like you're able to like overconsume all the media instead of like, getting a newspaper and like
Mhm.
seeing the pictures on it or watching whatever news station that you watched for a half an hour. Now it's
Mhm.
just every day, every hour. So, yeah, that's gonna be an issue for future psychologists
Yeah.
because yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, keep Ukraine and Ukrainians in your thoughts and
Hmm.
prayers and whatever you do and whatever you believe in
Hmm.
because it's rough and hopefully something happens, something good happens. And I don't know how to transition
And
to
that
the
has
next.
wrapped up our serious moment of the sleepover. It's like when you like the parents tell you the rules, like you have to be in bed by like midnight and like don't drink the margarita mix. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
And
rules
then you go
done.
upstairs and then you play the games and so yeah, so that was our serious moment. So now let's get silly. This is just a fun return back to the podcast after a month off. And
Yeah.
so I thought we could talk about some pizza.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's talk about this.
I figured you brought when we ranked fast food
Hmm.
restaurants, and I thought that was a lot of fun. So I was
Yeah.
like, I want to rank again. So I think it'd be fun if we ranked pizza toppings.
Okay.
Maybe we could separate it like meats and like veggies, or just do
Okay.
everything total and just come. I don't know. We could just try to figure it out.
Okay.
So it's a little harder, I think, because it's like you can't talk as much about everything. It's just kind of like I like it or I don't like it.
Hmm.
So we'll see how this goes. If it sucks, it sucks.
Hmm.
Let's start with good old pepperoni.
I mean, pepperoni is a classic. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
unless you're a vegetarian, I don't get why you'd have an issue with it on pizza. It really is like that
Yeah.
spiciness, especially, like I think really elevates the the dish. So big, yes, big time pepperoni lover, absolutely.
I think unless people are vegetarians, pepperoni always the way to go. Like
Hmm.
it's just the safe choice.
Hmm.
It's good. Everyone pretty much likes it. And if people don't like it, then they just like a regular cheese, you know?
Hmm.
So I think pepperoni is like,
Hmm.
I will always go with like just a pepperoni pizza,
Yeah.
honestly.
And what else would you use pepperoni for? Like, I mean, in those weird salads that they have, like, I don't know.
I was gonna say like with crackers, but like that's all I got.
What do you want for dinner? Just pepperoni and crackers. Okay.
Have you charcuterie boards? That's like a
Okay, but a charcuterie board is more than just pepperoni. It is the culmination of
I guess.
multiple elements in an appetizer fashion.
I
So that's not
guess.
necessarily a dish
Yeah.
either, but and I love, don't get me wrong, I love me a nice charcuterie board. I have a song called Charcuterie. I love
I
charcuterie.
know, it's a fun one.
One of my biggest hits.
Um, is it?
Yeah. It's Hot
Oh, that's great.
Intern, Toss It, Charcuterie, Rich for the Weekend are probably my top 4 songs that I've ever done.
And you can stream and listen to those on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube.
Amazon, YouTube, wherever you get your music.
Wherever you get your
And
music.
then you can listen to No Sleep Sleepover on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. We're
Perfect,
so
guys.
accessible. We are so accessible.
We're everywhere. Bacon.
You know, I haven't had bacon too much on pizza, but like I like bacon. So I'm gonna go high on that. I would go high on that.
Okay. I would go a little lower just because I feel like when you get bacon on pizza, it's like soggy.
Mm.
And I don't really want like a soggy piece of bacon, I don't think.
Well, are we talking like a strip? Or are we talking like the bacon bites?
Oh, I was thinking more like little strips of little bacons.
Oh, I'm thinking the
Ooh.
bites where they
Like
crumple
bacon,
it.
like, oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
like
That's fair.
speaking of the salad, the bacon bite on the
Like
salad,
the bacon bits. Yeah.
but it has to be like a fresh bacon bit. It can't be like a
Yeah. Like the
like a
crunchy
sitting
ones. Like,
around. Yeah, I want a crunchy bacon on
yeah.
the pizza. Yeah, yeah. But I would agree with you. You know, in terms of longevity, you know, if you put the crunchy bacon on top and then serve the pizza, that's great. But like sit in the fridge and like it becomes soggy. I agree. It definitely is in the moment great. Afterwards, not so great. So that could be like a nice middle of the ground for me. Absolutely.
Fair. Fair. Ooh. Okay. Let's do onion.
You know, I used to hate onion and now I love onion. So onion's
Like
probably a
on
top
pizza or just like in general?
in general, but like on pizza, like if it's paired up with like that pepperoni or like a tomato pairing or like something, I do love it.
I I think it's good. I think onion like adds a little just like something to a pizza
Mhm.
that like I'm good with. I think and it pairs well with a lot of different things that you can get.
Yeah.
So like I feel like onion would be like high to middle
Okay.
right now.
Yeah. I mean, I would say pepperoni and then onion.
That's where I'm feeling, yeah.
I would because pepperoni, I mean, she is the
Yeah,
classic.
no.
She is like the
She's
queen bee.
she's the
So
queen. Sausage. And while you talk, I'm gonna go get my charger because I totally forgot to plug my laptop in.
here, I'll
So
just fill it in. I'll fill it in with some space.
I'm right here.
Here, I'll read a poem. I'll read a poem. So I've been working on poetry. Let me read a poem that I've been working on. Okay, let's try this one. I desire everything and I desire nothing. If I get everything, then I'm afraid I'll love nothingness exclusively, like a clandestine affair smelling of clementine and sandalwood musk. But nothing immaterial is pleasurable. And if I get nothing, then that everything seems impossible, as if gods play out my dreams and I'm simply a board game piece, dancing to the beat of dice I can never own, yet alone hold. So maybe it's better to swing violently back and forth between everything and nothing, ricocheting like glass spinning in children's marble shoots, numb to the movement around me, and forever betrothed to forces greater and more mysterious than I. Little poetry moment as Logan gets her charger.
That was so
You
good.
want me to tell you? Okay, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell our 5 listeners. I think I'm gonna release a book of poetry this year. I think that's my goal
Oh, fun. That's exciting.
because I have a lot more manuscripts and novels, but those are harder to get together. And I feel like a
Yeah.
self-published like poetry collection. I have a title in mind, and like I
Are
already
you
written like
gonna sell it or are you gonna just like kind of have it?
I don't know. I mean, like, I guess I could sell it, but like, I've never felt like inclined to charge people for my work. You know, like it would be weird if someone like bought my album, which you technically can do, but like I don't know. I'm like, no, just stream it. Just like,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I might do like a printable collection, and I might do like a online
Mm-hmm.
publication. I don't know. But I think that might be like because I don't know. I think that'll be my first forte foray for what do you call it for when you go into something foray. I feel like Wordle right now. What's the
Fort
word?
Forte is like something that like you're like really good at.
Yeah, but
Like
what's
that's
that
my
like
forte.
word when it's like you're about to like try something for the first time? You're about to for maybe
I'm
it's not
not
for. I
sure.
don't know. There's like a word for like when you're like gonna like try something, and it's like when you're. Oh my gosh, it's gonna really
I'm so
annoy me.
sorry. This
We're gonna be like five. We're gonna be like 15 toppings in, and I'm gonna be like, it's wrong.
Oh, I got it. I'm
Yeah,
so
that's
sorry.
like
I'm not good with words.
word for entering a new field. I don't know. What do you? Let me look up synonyms for. I don't know. Okay, let's
Okay, well,
continue.
you do that.
This is
Let's
like a
talk
mystery.
about let's talk
Forage?
about
Is it
sauce.
forage? It's forage. It's forage. It's forage. Like forage, like a
Got
journey,
it.
right? Like you're about to forage into the wilderness. There we go. Okay,
Yeah.
we've solved it. I solved
I'm
it.
glad that I was here for emotional support too.
You're like, I want to talk about pepperoni. I don't want to talk about foraging.
I'm glad you're foraging though. That's
Oh my
exciting.
god, it's like a live Wordle. It was literally like Wordle
Oh
live.
my gosh, Wordle kills me every day. Um, let's talk about sausage.
Okay, can I be honest with you? I don't necessarily love sausage on pizza. I think
Me neither.
sausage is like a breakfast food. It
Yeah.
is, I mean, I guess you could serve it with mashed potatoes. Never been my thing. Like sausage is like eggs. That's what I. So
Mm-hmm.
on pizza, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
I'm not either. I think a lot of pizza sausage has like a weird like crunch to it that like
Hmm.
I don't like. I don't know what it is, and
Hmm.
it's uncomfortable. So
Do we
I'm
put
not.
that
Yeah.
below bacon? Do we put that
Yes, of
below
course.
bacon? Okay.
Uh, you are just this is perfection for me right now because
This is
like
easy. This is really
this
easy
is
so
so
far.
not. We should just order a pizza together. I think because
we would
ever-
we would really actually be quite aligned with our pizza taste, I think.
seriously, because I
Until we
feel like
get
anytime you till we get
Oh,
to
go ahead.
what
Oh, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like anytime I try to order a pizza with someone, it's difficult because I'm not trying to be terribly picky, but it's
Mhm.
like I'm like I don't like sausage, like I don't want this, and so it's just like it's hard to always come to that consensus. So I feel like every time you order a pizza with a group, you have to get like at least 3 different pizzas,
Yeah.
and
Well,
it's
and this is
such a
where like the
pain.
Libra in me, ordering pizza, this is where the Libra in me has a challenge because I know what I want, but like I want to be a good host or I want to be good to
Yeah,
the
you would be
people.
accommodating.
And if someone is like, I want anchovies or I want mushrooms, and I'm just like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's really hard. That's why like I'm always like if we go out, like I have to know you that well if we're gonna like split something. Otherwise, like let's
Yes.
just do our own thing, and
Yeah.
not worry about it.
Mm-hmm. Totally get
So
that.
all right, so
Let's do.
we're pretty aligned for these first four. So what's
We
next?
are. Mushroom.
Oh God, no, no, absolutely not. No, no,
Is
no, I
that
can't.
like bottom of the list for you?
I would prefer sausage over mushroom. How do you feel? What is your mushroom?
I don't honestly. I think I've had mushroom on pizza when it's like someone else's pizza, and they're like, "Hey, I have an extra slice if you want it." So I've only had it like cold. I don't think I've ever ordered mushroom on pizza though, like myself. I think I'm not a huge fan of like raw mushrooms, and I think they are like raw. They're not like cooked, Like I liked.
I mean, are they sautéed? I mean, I just don't expect Domino's to be like, let's saute the
Saute
mushrooms
these
in
on.
a wine vinegar. Like, no, I don't think it's that elevated.
So yeah, I agree with you. Like I'd put that below sausage. I'd rather get sausage than mushroom, I think. But I don't think I would be opposed to trying mushroom on pizza, like actually ordering it and getting it
Yeah.
fresh.
There's only a few instances where I'll tolerate mushrooms. Chicken
Hmm.
marsala.
Okay.
The restaurant Sweet Melissa's that closed had a pumpkin nochi with mushroom. That was delicious. I'm trying to
Interesting.
think what else. Oh, sometimes if it's like a puff pastry with beef and mushroom, that's
Mm.
fine. Anything else though? Mm-mm. It is a fungus. It's not a vegetable. It's a fungus. It is just pleasant to unlook. It's like not very pleasant to look at a mushroom, right?
Yeah, I get it.
And I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable putting that in my body. And I know I've put a lot of questionable things into my body, so I probably have no room to talk. But mushrooms, no. We can pass. Pass.
That's fair.
Pass.
I recently, like within the past few years, was like, oh, I really like mushrooms. I think I might be allergic to them, but they taste good and I eat them every once in a while. Like I loved, oh my God, it's so unhealthy. But like when you saute mushrooms and onions and just like a ton of butter, just that smell and just like I could just eat that out of the pan. They're so good. Stuffed mushrooms, oh my God, kills
Mm,
me. So yeah, so I do, but like on pizza, I feel like it's just I've never
okay.
ordered it, but so
So
I'm
it's at the
there with you.
bottom. It's at the bottom. We're at the bottom with mushrooms.
Ham.
It depends on the ham. If it's like flat
Okay.
discs of ham, no. If
Hmm.
it's
No,
like
like, I'm
the
thinking like the little
chopped
chunks
up,
of ham.
yeah, the chunks, yes. It depends on like what's it being paired with. I think it's like a
Yeah.
very, you know,
When you're thinking of this topping, maybe think of it like just ham on a pizza. Like if you had to just do one topping pizza.
I don't know. I'm just not enthralled. Like I'll probably if
Mm-mm.
it's free food, I'm probably gonna eat it, but
Yeah.
am I gonna
See, like I
love
would
it?
say I would put ham like underneath mushrooms, honestly. I do not want ham on pizza.
I would put ham above mushrooms, but I could put
That's
it
fair.
low. I could put it low. I don't care.
I'm just not like I don't want ham on a pizza. Like I just I'm good.
Yeah.
Um Chicken.
I love barbecue chicken pizza. That is the
I
bee's knees. That is
ooh.
with that barbecue sauce. The onion comes in, and the chicken,
Mhm.
maybe a bacon situation. Oh my god, I think that's what I'm gonna need later today. That's what I'm
I
getting.
know. I'm like, should I order pizza?
I'm gonna work out after this and then stop and get pizza for lunch. I think there's like a Ohio pizza company or something nearby. So
There's a Marco's Pizza like at the end of my street, so I might take a walk and get some pizza. Not. I've actually
sponsored
never
by
had Marco's.
pizza.
So just all pizza. But I like chicken on pizza. Like I honestly would put that
Hmm.
pretty high.
Hmm. I would
Like
agree. I would agree.
I'll put
I
it
would
like
say maybe under. I would say maybe onion before it. I think onion's more
you think
versatile.
so? Okay.
Onion
Okay.
is more versatile. Chicken's kind of like a verse top. It wants to top more than it wants to bottom, and we're trying to be versatile out here. So,
Jesus.
and I just remembered that Logan's grandma listens. Shout out to Logan's grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
She's like, "What was that nonsense about, darling?" I don't know why your grandma's from the south all of a sudden, but
She'd be like, "What's a top?" Um,
sweetie, what's a power bottom?
no. Okay, my mom
Thanksgiving
also
is already
listens.
gearing up to be
Hey,
awkward.
Mom. Oh man, love that. Love the chicken bottom. Oh, here we go. Black olives.
Oh, screw black olives. They are
Bottom. Okay.
so. Oh, bottom. I
We don't
mean,
even need to discuss that.
I would put that even maybe under. No, I think no. I put it under mushrooms. I think I as much like because here's the thing. I can deal with maybe a mushroom. Black olives, no. Like I
Nope.
have a visceral reaction.
Yes, no, get them off of this
Yeah.
pizza. No. So, bottom.
And the worst is when I'm trying to order a garden salad and the black olive shows up. The garden salad is supposed to be food you would find in a garden. Who
You
is
don't find
growing
olives in a
olives in a
garden.
garden? You're not growing olives in the garden. Don't put it in the garden pizza or the garden salad or
Whatever you're
pickle.
having.
Whatever. Just don't put it on anything. Like this is where like my mom and I are the same person, but like we
Mhm.
have so like she loves black licorice, she loves
Ugh.
mushrooms, she loves black olives, and I'm like, are your taste buds dead? Like I just
Mom.
don't
Ugh.
get how you can enjoy them. I just don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you think about a garden salad though, so it's
Mhm.
like lettuce, tomato,
Onion,
carrot.
cucumber, carrot. That should be
Okay.
the garden salad.
So why do they put cheese and croutons on it?
Well, that's usually like an extra, isn't it? Like the extra kind of
I guess, but I'm like,
little
okay,
salt
the
bay
little
cheese and
saute.
salad.
I guess.
I
Um,
guess.
if we, I have so much beef with like fancy restaurants and their salads. I'm
Mhm.
like, because they don't usually have just like a regular garden salad. They're like,
Mhm.
here's our basic salad that has like all this weird stuff added to it. They'll have beets and almonds and whatever. I'm like, I just
Mhm.
want lettuce. I just want dressing. Like, just
Mhm.
give me a basic salad. But maybe that's just me. I mean, lots of other people like complex things.
Yeah.
I just want I just want basic salad. Throw on some
If
tomatoes and I'm happy.
if elected, I will make sure that the garden salad is a clear mandated across the board. If you're gonna call it a garden salad, it has to be this. If you're gonna call it a house
Good.
salad, it has to be this. Done.
I'll vote for you for president if you.
That's my campaign. It's just, classifying salads.
Garden salads for all.
I've been known to be good at tossing salad. So
Okay.
I just tell your grandma not to listen to this one. I'm extraordinary today.
Jesus Christ. Woo! Okay. I'm so.
Wow, you've like turned red.
I know. I get so.
You went from like Victorian girl in the 18th century to you
Like
almost look a little pepperoni. A little pepperoni.
I went from porcelain doll to just like.
You went to
Jesus.
the girls in The Shining too.
I'm
Okay, back on
just-
track.
Every time I think that I'm like, yeah, no, I'm grown. I'm not prude. All I need to hear is about like tossing a salad, and I'm just like, oh, it's hot in here.
You are literally the walking embodiment of my word. Heavens.
I need to get my handkerchief and just like start
Never,
like, woo!
never in my life have I heard such language.
Oh boy, welcome back, everybody. All right, let's do.
See, this is where like I like to save it for like the middle or the end because like let's be real, you've listened this long, you deserve some funny jokes. And
Yeah.
truth be told, people who probably would disapprove probably are only going to listen to 5 minutes and get annoyed and leave. So it works
Exactly.
out. It's a win-win.
Yeah, everyone who wants to listen is listening still.
Yeah.
So
Thank
you're
you.
welcome,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you.
Let's get a little controversial.
Okay.
Pineapple.
See, I grew up in a pineapple on pizza household, and so I love it. I mean,
Mm.
I think it's like weird. It doesn't look like it should work, but it works,
Mhm.
and I'm all about it. But I respect if you disagree.
I don't think I've ever tried it because,
Really?
I'm just like, it's a fruit. Like I just get so, maybe it's like the ham thing too. Like I've never ordered it. I don't really want to order it.
Mhm.
I feel like I'd be less inclined to try pineapple than like ham or mushrooms. But what if we put it like between ham and mushrooms?
Do you like sausage? How much would you? I guess. What's your sausage vibe? Because like we have sausage, ham, mushrooms, black olives at the base bottom. right
Yeah.
now.
Mm-hmm.
I would personally rank it above sausage, but if
Yeah.
you think at the end of the day you would rather take the sausage, we could put it between sausage and ham.
I could do that.
You could do that. Okay.
Because
Boom.
yeah. Because I would honestly rather have sausage than pineapple, but I could do it above ham. I respect it.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Ham, we skipped that already. I'm sorry, this page keeps reloading. Jalapenos.
Okay, so I'm very anti-pepper for the most part.
Okay.
So jalapenos for me would also be down by olives and mushrooms. But I mean, where are you?
Okay. I think I would have it like above mushrooms, honestly.
That's fine. I mean, for
could
me,
do
like
that.
that whole back end is just like a no zone. So
Yeah.
like you have fun with that no zone. You can just relist the no zone. It's all a no to me. So
Amazing. Cool. Spinach.
I actually like spinach on pizza.
We need to order a pizza together. Yes.
Spinach, chicken, onion with like maybe like a barbecue or like a ranch drizzle or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I want a pizza so badly. Yeah, I love getting spinach on pizza, honestly.
Yeah. Should we put that under chicken?
I do that under chicken.
Or does it
I
go
could for
above
sure do that.
chicken? I think she's more versatile, but it's up to you.
I would do it above chicken, but like
Let's
we
do
could
it
do it
above.
where
Do it above.
Okay.
The end. Period.
Period. Why doesn't this move? Whatever. Okay, chicken's gonna move down here. Okay. So you said you're not a pepper person. So how do you feel
Oh,
about
is this
bell?
banana peppers?
Well, I was gonna do bell peppers.
I mean, I would say bell above jalapeno, but that's, I mean, I just, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Really? I'd rather have a jalapeno. I feel like bell peppers are like too sweet for pizza, but then again, you do like the pineapple, so
Any pepper is just gonna go down for me. I just can't, like, if it's in a salsa, I'll do a pepper. If it's like in a fajita, I'll do a pepper.
mhm.
If it's like mixed in with something, or like maybe if it's like a roasted red hummus pepper, I can do that. But like
Yeah.
the idea of taking pizza and putting peppers on it, no. Because it's such a dominating flavor to me, like peppers like on its own, because like let's be real, cheese, tomato sauce, crust, great, but like they're not overpowering flavors. The second
Yeah.
you put that pepper, the mushroom, the black olive, it just taints it. It's a tainted
Yeah.
love, you know. So it's
I
just,
yeah.
I I
I
I would go low. I would go low.
but you would put it above jalapeno?
I mean, above jalapeno, the green bell pepper, and then I'd
Interesting.
probably
Okay.
put the banana pepper underneath the green bell. But I don't know
But
how you feel.
hold on. I'd love to talk about banana peppers because I love banana peppers on pizza.
Oh,
Ah,
well,
it's
for
so
you,
good.
I'll put banana pepper. We can put banana pepper higher. That's fine. I'll
I
concede.
how about for you, we could
Mhm.
put pineapple above banana pepper.
Okay, and put banana pepper above ham.
Yeah.
So we
Unless you're
have
okay
in the
with it going
bottom,
high.
in the
Unless you're okay with
bottom.
it going high. Unless you're okay with it going higher.
I think
Because
that's fine. I
I
mean, that's fine for me. I mean, sausage, pineapple, banana pepper, ham, green bell pepper, jalapeno, mushroom, black olive. I mean, for the most part, I mean, sausage is fine. I personally love pineapple. The rest of it, I don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need to talk to her. She can go. She's excused from class today. She's been fired, let go, 2 weeks notice. I mean, it's fine.
fair. I see like my perfect pizza, which I think is weird to people, but I'll get pepperoni,
Mhm.
spinach, and banana peppers.
You know, that's really interesting, but I think it probably works, right? Because it's like
It's so good. Because it's
sweet,
like the
savory, spicy.
yeah, because like the banana peppers have that like slight tang to them, and then the pepperoni's like kind of like oh, it's so good.
Mhm.
Oh my god, I want a pizza. um, so green olives is on here. I didn't really know that was like a pizza topping. I
That is offensive to me. It just
like I don't even want to put it on the
green
list.
olives. The only green olive that's good is when it's in the toothpick on top of the Swenson's burger. That's the only time I want to see a green olive. I don't
Yeah.
need it, but it marks that there's about to be a delicious burger underneath that green olive. That is
Yeah.
the only acceptable green olive.
So I don't want to put that on the list because I don't agree with it because it just feels not right.
Let's just put black and green, you know, yellow olives, white olives, purple olives. You come here with olives, it's at the
Olives.
bottom. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
um so there's on this list there's a ton of different meats that I didn't really know were like, you know, put on pizza, but I mean I guess
Mhm.
you could put anything on pizza.
Yeah.
We could talk about them if you want. We don't have to. Like there's hamburger meat, buffalo chicken
I,
strips, pork,
well,
like
buffalo chicken strips, I think, is chicken. Beef on pizza, it has to be in certain like ways, like a taco pizza, you know, or like I don't know. I was thinking the other day, do you know what I love? Pierogi pizza. Have you ever had the pierogi pizza?
I've heard about it, but I've never
Mm,
had it. It
so
sounds
good.
really good, but it sounds very interesting.
Yeah, it's
Tell the
really
people
good.
what's on it.
Pierogi pizza. Let me just double check. I think it's like the potato of a pierogi with like the cheese, like and like sour cream and like bacon on it. So it's kind of like almost like a loaded baked potato a little bit
Hmm.
too. So super super good.
It's so
Would
interesting.
recommend.
I have to try it, but a hamburger on pizza just doesn't feel right, you know?
Mhm.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
hey, I'm all you. You do what you got to do. I mean, if if you don't like it, then I respect it.
You like it though?
Yeah, I mean, not that great. I'd probably put it like beneath pineapple, maybe close to ham. It's not something that I'm like, ooh.
Can it go below banana pepper?
Yeah.
Cool.
Boom.
Cool. All right.
Ta-da.
Anchovies.
Again, a very specific type of pizza. Like I don't want that on just any pizza. I want that paired up correctly.
Ooh,
You know what
like
I
you
mean?
like anchovies on pizza?
Oh, I thought you said artichokes. Anchovies can die. Let me make that clear.
I was like,
Anchovies can go
oh wow,
extinct.
okay.
Anchovies can go extinct anytime. I'm sorry. Can I be honest? I was looking up at a pizza place near me just to kind of see what they for
You guys
lunch
busy.
and for its research. No,
It's
anchovies
research.
can be extinct. I don't
I would
care. I don't
put
just
them underneath
destroy.
olives.
Absolutely.
Cool.
I think if you're ordering anchovies on a pizza, you probably lived through the Great Depression. That's all I'm saying.
That makes sense. Broccoli.
I like broccoli on pizza.
Interesting. Okay.
Again, it has to do with the pairing. If it's paired well, I think on its own, it's a little wah wah. It's a little Great
Yeah.
Depression on its own. But if it's paired with like a vegetable situation, like a
Yeah.
tomato, an onion, no, I think it's good on a veggie pizza. So I don't know how you feel. I mean, we could put that between banana and hamburger for me. It doesn't have to be that high.
I could do that.
Okay.
I'm not like super crazy about broccoli on pizza. It's just kind of like lackluster for me. I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess we could do it, but
Yeah.
sun-dried tomatoes. Or like any tomato, I
I
guess.
sun-dried tomatoes are fine, but to me, tomato, I love.
Let's do
I know
tomato
it's
then.
kind of cheesy because like you have the tomato sauce, but a fresh tomato, oh my gosh, I could literally eat tomatoes all day if the acid didn't kill me. I'm just telling you, I love a good tomato. So I would put tomato in the top 5. I would probably put it above
Oh.
spinach. Um,
Ooh,
but I'm fine
wow.
putting it. I'm fine putting it underneath spinach.
Did you mean to make that joke when you said this might be a little cheesy? Or was that just like an accidental pizza
No,
joke?
that was accidental. Ooh,
That
look
was
at
good.
me. Subconsciously doing the work for this podcast.
Subconsciously funny. Mm.
Ooh, just trying hard.
I think for me, maybe like under chicken because like, oh, I don't know though. Hmm.
I can go underneath chicken.
I just think like flavor wise, it's like it's nice to have on the pizza, but like I think
Mhm.
I would rather have like a chicken pizza, than a tomato
See, and the
pizza.
way I look at it, I'm like chicken with onion and tomato. Like
All together, yes, but I'm thinking like by itself, like if I just had to
by
order like one
itself,
thing.
absolutely, it's a weaker option, hands down,
So
thousand
I think
percent. So
so
under chicken, boom.
yeah, tomato.
Okay.
I can't spell. Um and then I have egg. I don't know if I've ever had an egg on a pizza.
I mean, again, a very specific breakfast pizza, which breakfast pizza
Hmm.
is a fantastic pizza. But for the
Hmm.
sake of this, if we're just thinking egg on pizza, like that has to be low for me. Like, who's
Yeah.
ordering the pizza for just egg? Like, unless it's a breakfast pizza, but then if it's a breakfast pizza, it's egg and bacon and sausage and hash
Hmm.
brown and cheese and like whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Like I would put it like underneath jalapeno, honestly.
yeah, that's fine. I totally get it.
Amazing. Um, there is like so many toppings that like
Don't
I
make
don't even
sense.
like there's like umami. I'm like, but like that's not,
Yeah, no, don't love that.
no one really like is like, ooh, it'd be really good. An umami pizza. And I think
Mhm.
that's how you say it. I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly. We've done that. Um, we could just do cheese, just a cheese pizza, like
I
just
don't think
cheese,
cheese is a topping. I think cheese is, like when they
the
say that it
base.
takes water, yeast, hops, and barley to make beer. To make pizza, you really have to have a cheese. Like, I know you
Mhm.
can get it cheeseless, but like, I mean, I don't know. To me, pizza is dough, a sauce, and some
Mhm.
kind of thing to hold the sauce, the cheese, maybe a vegan cheese, but like still a cheese.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Right? Because
Moving on.
otherwise it's a flatbread.
Flatbreads have cheese, right?
Well, I mean, sometimes it's like no cheese. Well, anywho. I don't want to get into flatbread, flatbread rules ideology,
What's
but
the difference between pizzas? Okay, that's fair though. There
is
are
that
like
it?
different types of cheese that you can put on it. So there's like, how people like what's that pizza called with like
Like a
tomato,
shredded
spinach?
cheese or like an additive cheese situation?
Yeah. How do you feel about like the provolone? Parmesan? Something? I don't know. They're like the chunks of like the white cheese.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know the difference. I don't eat cheese really, so I don't know the difference between cheese.
Yeah.
Actually, when I get my pizza, I get it with light cheese because I really don't like cheese.
Hmm.
So I'll do like heavy toppings and light cheese,
Hmm.
and so it's just kind of like not super cheesy.
Hmm.
People hate me for it. Um, but I'm thinking that's pretty much it. There's a lot of other meats that we could do.
Hmm.
Um, so there's like chorizo, like prosciutto, salami. But I think that like, normally like these are the go-to toppings.
Yes, these are the classics.
Let me look at vegetables one more time, make sure I'm not missing anything major. And so sorry if we are.
Apologies to toppings out there if we are.
But yeah, this feels good. Did you send it in the
Yeah,
chat? I think
I
I saw.
did. Pepperoni, onion, spinach, chicken, tomato rounds out the top five, and then bacon, sausage, pineapple, banana, pepper, broccoli, hamburger meat, ham, green bell pepper, jalapeno, egg, mushroom, olives, anchovies. Yeah,
I
I
like
have
it.
to agree with that. I mean, sausage I'll take, and like sausage is fine, but yeah, those
Yeah,
top
and that's why I
five,
think it's like up there, like it's fine. I could get it, but I'm not asking for it.
yeah,
Um, Pineapple, banana pepper. I think that's like high for both of us, like, the different ones. So that feels like it feels good that it's like high middle
yeah.
because we don't
I
agree
think
on
we
it, but
we
it's
both
like,
accept it. Boom. Yeah.
we'll accept it. Ooh, a pepperoni, onion, and spinach pizza. Mm, can you imagine? Because I want that right now.
I know.
Wow, this was
I think I'm
fun.
gonna have to get pizza today. I think I can't remember the last time I've really craved pizza, which is funny, but today I'm craving it. So
See, I just think like I need to talk about pizza, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get pizza. Like I want pizza.
yeah.
See, I'm gonna do myself a service though, and I'm not gonna order pizza because I think I
Mhm.
have French bread pizza in the freezer. So
Ooh.
hey, I'm just gonna toss
Oui,
it in the
oui,
oven.
bonjour. It's a pizza, the French.
Oh,
That's a
it's
terrible French
so.
accent.
Oui, oui.
Oui,
It's
oui.
so. Have you ever had French bread pizza?
Probably. I just can't really
They're
recall
like
like
they're
the
just like
details.
a bread that's like this long. It's just kind of thick, and it's just like
Hmm.
pop it in the oven. It's easy. It's not
Hmm.
great, but it's like it's good. When you want pizza and you need pizza, it's just right in there.
Yeah.
Wow, that was fun.
We
I
did
love ranking
it.
things. We
Yeah, it
did
was
do
fun.
it. And next time we rank something,
Hmm.
I already told you what I want to do. Should we spoil it or should we save it? Or yeah.
I would save it because who knows when we're gonna rank next. So we don't want to tease and titillate too much.
Okay, that's
Only
fair. That's
slight
fair.
teasing titillate. But yeah, we got to think about some ideas. The car episode was so fun. I'm trying to think of like other
Mm-hmm.
fun stuff. I think it'd be fun to like maybe cook together or something. I don't know.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be
So
fun.
like send us your ideas because if you're listening, you probably know us.
So
so
for our
literally
French bread listeners, we do a cooking episode. Yeah.
Wait, okay. So if you know us, text us your ideas and we might do them and give you a shout out.
And if you know us but don't know our numbers, hit us up on the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I am at Reebstar, HRIBSTAR. Logan Molnar, what are your handles? Do you know them? If you don't, no
On
worries.
Twitter, I'm at Logan Molnar. On Instagram, I think I'm at Logan.Molnar, I think it
Ooh.
is. I should probably know
Or
them.
you can hit up the Starbucks Studios Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram page. There's multiple ways to reach out. So I think it'd be funny for us to cook a complex dish together, and I don't know, see what happens.
Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think we both have not tons of counter space. Um,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my counter space is like devoted to mail and recycling, so it's pretty bad over here.
I have some, so we could figure that out.
We'll figure it
But I
out.
think that'd be a lot of fun. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can comment in the
Mm.
comments. We can read those.
Or if you're watching this on TikTok, leave a comment here. Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense because we're not putting the whole thing on TikTok. Hey, never mind.
I love it. I'll put this part on TikTok and then it'll be good.
Oh, it ties in. There we go.
But yeah, so thanks so much for listening, guys. So sorry about our break, but we can't promise that we won't take another one because, like we said,
Why just be off for another month? Like, ooh.
we do an episode a month. Like it just an episode a week is very ambitious and it's easy to do for a small amount of time. We're gonna keep trying to do it, but it's hard to do it. So when episodes do come out, they'll come out on Mondays. And again, listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
And we will see you and talk to you next week, guys. Bye. Have a good one.
Bye.